Mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. Hey, you good, bro? How y'all doing out there? My name is Bo, and I'm gonna introduce y'all to my new YouTube channel, YGB Mental Health. YGB Mental Health is about mental health mainly towards men. Now, mental health is important everywhere, and it's important to everybody. But I want to focus on men. I feel like men don't get enough outlet. Men don't get enough attention. Men don't receive enough resources. Now, even though there are a lot of resources that I found, there's a lot of, therapy sessions to go to. There are meetings to go to, things like that. However, it doesn't get displayed as much. So we're going to talk about mental health for men on this channel. So this channel, we're going to do things like maybe I pick a topic once a month and I give you the statistics on that topic. I give you the real numbers. I give you the research. Then I'm going to just give you my POV. Like, I'm going to give you my point of view. I'm going to give you what I feel about it, what I think about it, anything like that. We're going to just talk about it. So, once again, welcome to the channel. I am Bo Baines. This is YGB Mental Health. And this is going to be a channel where men are going to be empowered to talk about their feelings as well as relate and communicate with others who are going through whatever challenges on a daily basis. All right, so let's get into it. Today, we're going to basically talk about the hard truth about men's mental health. This is going to be the first topic. This is just going to be some opening facts, some general facts about men's mental health. And some of this stuff probably going to shock you for real, but we need to talk about it. Like I said, we're going to start with the silent epidemic, of course. Men die by suicide nearly 4 times more often than women. All right? Let it sink in. Nearly 4 times more often than women. And in the US, 80% of all suicides are men. So that's over half of the suicides are men. And worldwide, suicide is one of the leading causes of death for men under 50. Now, 50 is not even an old age, if we being honest. I'm in my 30s. 50 is not old. But we got men that are taking their life really before they live their life. Something that's crazy about that is men, we don't ask for help. We bottle everything in. We hold it in. No one knows what we're going through because we don't talk to other people. So that's what makes us eventually pretty much like a volcano. We erupt and we end up going off on someone. We end up, like we say, dying by suicide. But in reality, all we have to do is reach out and talk, or reach out and just get with someone we trust. That's another topic too. Trusting people. But getting with someone we trust and letting them feelings out. Only 1 in 4 men actually seek professional help if they're going through anything, if they're struggling with any kind of mental health. Only 1 in 4 men actually seek help. And them numbers are probably off because we don't know who's actually going through what. So, yeah, let it sink in. So let's get into depression. Depression and anxiety in men. Every year, 6 million men in the US are diagnosed with depression. But because so many men don't seek help, those numbers are probably even higher. The crazy part about that is men's depression often doesn't look sad. Instead, it shows up as anger, irritability, reckless behavior, and even substance abuse. So anxiety is just as bad. 1 in 5 men will experience an anxiety disorder in their lifetime. But instead of talking about it, many of us turn to alcohol, drugs, or any type of distractions just to cope with it. So, if I was sitting here with 4 other men, one of us are going through anxiety and some form of depression. That's not good. That's really not good, especially when there's so many ways we can handle that. So let's get into work, stress, and the pressure to provide as a man. Another issue we have is work stress, the pressure to be the provider. I'm gonna stop right there. As a man, especially a real man, is head of the household, we put pressure on our own selves to know everything. We have to know how to fix everything. We have to know how to heal everything. We have to know what everything is supposed to be. We supposed to know how to wash the cars, clean the cars, maintain the cars. We supposed to take out the trash. We're supposed to do all this stuff. And that's just at home. So even at work, when we go to work, we're stressing out over work. We gotta make sure the boss happy with us. We're lifting equipment all day that's probably heavy as a man. We have to deal with heavy machinery, especially like with construction workers, welders, things like that. We got to deal with a lot of stuff on the workforce. So imagine going through all that at work and then having to come home to even more stress. Yeah, that puts a lot on us. We end up burning out. So it says, studies say that 70% of men report work-related stress and 60% say it directly affects their mental health. So we ain't even worry about what's going on at home. Over half of us are going through it just from work, but we got to work to pay bills, right? Got to do what the boss say in order not to get fired. So we end up burning out. We work longer hours. As men, we take fewer breaks. Be honest, we're probably not eating like we're supposed to on our breaks, which will mess up the insides of the body. That's a whole nother thing. We get exhausted. Men, we don't really take time off like we should. You don't really hear men saying, hey, I need a mental health day, I'm gonna go ahead and take off. We don't really do that. I know me personally, I'll be honest, I do not take off work unless someone in the family passed and I take those days off. And I really don't even take days off. I just really take like the wait in the funeral day. I don't even take time for me. If my wife had something to do, or my wife had to, maybe, let's just say she had to have surgery or something, I'll take off for that. But I would not take off just for me. I feel like I'm wasting the day when I can go get the money. But in return, we're not letting ourselves rest. I'm not letting my body rest and recover. So that's something I got to work on for myself if I'm really going to be transparent. Another thing is, when it comes to the workforce, we hold a lot of stuff in. We might go to the manager, we might ask for something, but we'll hold it in and we'll just work and work and work and work till we end up having a heart attack on the job or end up having a stroke on the job or something like that. No, you got to understand you are a human first. And if you ain't here to do the job, they ain't gonna do nothing but replace you. So make sure you take care of yourself first. Let's go into loneliness and relationships. Now, this is something I've actually battled with myself, dealing with loneliness and relationships, and not just relationships as in boyfriend and girlfriend or marriages or something like that, but just friendships in general. See, men, they don't have a lot of friends. I know me personally, I don't rock with too many people for real. I need to get out there and be more sociable. But as far as close friends, I don't do that often. I'm just being honest. But us as men, when we get a woman, we really only have that woman. Unless it's like, your wife and kids, or your woman and your kids, whatever. So once you go through it with that woman, or once you divorce, or whatever the case may be, you find yourself lonely. And the crazy part about that, when I did my research, it says after a breakup or divorce, men are 2.5 more times likely to die by suicide than married men. So the breakups, the divorce, the not having friends that really call on, it puts a toll on us as men. God even saw that Adam was lonely and needed a companion. So God gave Eve to Adam. So that lets me know we need some form of friend. We need somebody there in our corner. We need somebody to call on from time to time. And also it says studies show that men, especially over 30, have fewer close friends than women. Now, it talks about how being lonely cannot just mean, you lonely, you sad and stuff, but it damages your health. You end up with risk of heart disease, dementia, and even early death. One thing I've noticed is women, they take their girls' trip. They get together with the girls. They go out on the weekends. They dress up and go to the women's empowerment. But what do men do? We might go to the bar for that night for an hour or two. Might go bowl for a little bit, but that's it. We don't have them week-long vacations. We don't have them, let's take a trip and just ride out and just get away from everybody. Men, we need to do that more. It's not a gender thing. It ain't like, oh, only women can do it and men can't do it. No, let's start normalizing guy trips. Just go chill for real. Let's do like on the weekend. Friday, we're going to do this. Saturday, we're going to do this. Sunday, we're going to get up and do this and then head back home. So, last thing I'm going to get into before I close it out is how to break this stigma and get help. So what we need to do about everything I talked about, first thing we need to do is break the stigma. We need to talk about it. That's why I started YGB Mental Health. We need to talk about what's going on. We need to get it out there. We need other men to know that, yes, we go through things alike. We need men to have an outlet. We need men to understand that we can relate to each other. And I'm not just the only one going through what I'm going through. So talk. I can't enforce it enough. Talk. You don't know who else is going through the same thing you may be going through. Talking is not a sign of weakness. Talking is actually strength. Talking is letting somebody know, hey, I know something is wrong and I need the help. So talking is not a form of weakness. It actually makes you stronger. So some things that you can do right now that I would highly suggest. Get you a journal. If you don't have a journal right now, please go to your nearest dollar store, grab a quick little composition book. You can go on YGBmentalhelp.com. You can grab you a You Good Bro journal. But grab you something you could just write in, jot it down daily, jot down ideas, jot down what you feel like, jot down your goals, jot down just what you want to do for the day, anything. Jot it down, get it out your system. Go for walks. You don't have to sign up for a gym membership. You don't have to pay subscriptions for gyms or pay whatever. Go for a 10-minute walk around the neighborhood. Sweat a little bit. Trust me, you feel much better. Find you someone who you trust and you can just talk to for a little while. If you don't want to talk to a family, find your pastor. Find somebody at work. You ain't got to tell all your business, but just get it out there. Even if you don't want to talk about the specific thing that's going on, just talk in order to get your mind off things. So, I'm going to close with this. Number one, if you know somebody struggling, send them to this video. Send them to this channel. If you're struggling by yourself or you're struggling yourself, lock into this channel. Go ahead and subscribe. Leave a comment. Do whatever needs to be done because we're going to start healing. We're not playing around with our mental health. We're going to start healing. Understand that you're not alone. You are valued as a person. You are worthy as a man. And we're going to heal. Trust me, you're going to be good, bro. You see the shirt, mental health. We're going to focus on our mental. We're going to get it right. With all that being said, if this video has helped you, you know how we do. We're going to like it. We're going to subscribe to the channel. We're going to leave comments. Please leave a comment on topics that you feel like I need to talk about. Leave comments and tell me what I could do to make this channel better. Should I actually do a podcast with the channel? Should I bring other men and we just all talk about a subject? What subjects do we talk about as men? Leave comments. I'll answer all this. Say what you got to say. Leave it in the comments. Let's do what we do. But we are on a mission to heal together. You gonna be good, bro.